What if I just ate this?
Just fucking...
What would you do? Hypothetical question.
A little bit uncomfortable.
What if you had a bunch of chapstick and you were treating it like a hot dog eating contest?
You're just fucking chunking chapstick tubes down your throat. I would shit chapstick tubes for a week.
That must happen, right? These guys just fucking shit full hot dogs?
I don't know, I feel like your body's good enough at breaking down hot dogs.
Hot dogs are just lips and assholes in a plastic tube.
How many hot dogs, just fucking raw ass, no bun hot dogs, do you think you could eat before you started puking? Just fucking chunking the wieners down your throat. Let's start this episode off with a moral dilemma.
That was the best sentence.
I wasn't listening to a word you said, Chris.
Oh my god, that was my favorite sentence you've ever said.
I was not listening to a word you said, Chris.
Okay, how many wieners could I fucking suck before I start throwing up? Probably
Two.
not many, quite frankly.
Like, I feel like I could get a decent amount of hot dogs in my
Bun
stomach.
included?
No bun.
Just straight fucking sausage ass wieners. Like, you open up the pack and start chunking hot dogs down your throat. How many?
Have you seen that video of the guy who fucking whips the hot dog down his throat and then he throws him back up and shoots him?
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Are we allowed to chew?
No, just well,
Well, I mean, if it helps, I guess. But I
if
feel
it
like,
helps, yes. I'm talking just fucking deep throating hot dogs until you puke.
See, I don't think I can do that like at all.
I think 5. If I'm allowed to chew, 5. If
I've
I'm not allowed to
never-
chew, 2.
It's a weird thing. I've always kind of wanted to try just fucking whole, just.
You're gonna, Chris, I hope you know, you live alone now. If you do that, you're gonna fucking die because you're gonna choke on a hot dog and nobody's gonna be there to call the cops.
We would just be watching him.
Pig?
I just always wanted to know. I've never wanted to try.
Okay, do it in a controlled environment. Oh, fuck.
I have to invite a friend over and be like, listen, I need you to come
Watch
over
me
to my
do this.
apartment tonight because I'm gonna start eating whole hot dogs without chewing.
Start eating whole hot dogs, plural. Really? You think that you're actually gonna get past one? I do
bet
not.
I could get at least
I
2
don't think you
down.
could.
So tune in next episode when Chris starts fucking deep throating a pack of hot dogs.
I feel like you should be able to get at least 1 hot dog down your gullet all the way to your stump.
I definitely can't. I have
don't
such a
know.
bad gag reflex. It wouldn't work.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I thought about the other day. When trying to brush my tongue and I almost puked, I'd be real bad at sucking dick.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying for years. I mean, I don't brush my tongue because that's just not a thing I could ever do.
Really? You
Yeah.
don't just power through it?
I thought I'd try it just because people do it, and it was like,
That's why if you go like this, it helps.
It doesn't
You have
help.
to
We've
hold
already
down.
done this
It
experiment
does.
when we were deep throating sonic screwdrivers. It doesn't help anything.
I would definitely not be good at being gay. Sorry, Terry.
Yeah, it's fine.
You get used to it, probably.
Sucking dick or just brushing your tongue? Guess I'm gay now. You're gonna have to suck my dick.
You have to. It's not gay if you get your dick sucked.
It's not gay if the dude just ate an entire pack of hot dogs without chewing.
I saw there was this Ask Reddit thread today or yesterday or something. What was the best thing or something that happened to you during the Truth or Dare? And some people, so this guy was like, I got dared to pretend I was gay with this guy and like kind of play gay chicken with him. And then, whoever, like gives up first, they lose or whatever. And then they're like, and we've been married for 14 years.
Oh, that's so cute. Who backed out first though? Because I feel like after a certain point you have to, like even
Well, I
after
mean-
sex.
I mean, neither.
Once you take a dick up the ass, it's kind of hard to go back on gay chicken.
That's true. I guess
Yeah.
since you've been married, you can never really back out.
There's gonna come a point
Yeah.
like 20 years down the line where he's like, I'm out!
All right, I just can't anymore, Stanley. It's too much.
This game of gay chicken is over. We're getting divorced. I've been
getting
straight
divorced.
this whole time.
I'm taking the kids.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. They had adopted a daughter. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah, you have to. I'm zoning out so fucking hard right now. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, we're boring you again.
No,
Fucking
like I was in the middle of the conversation. I saw my wallet and I was like
Your
in
Necronomicon?
recording. Yeah.
Is that a fridge?
That?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a dorm. It's a
Have
giant.
ice cream sandwiches in there.
Then
Nice.
And
you
we
have
have
the necessities.
several drinks.
Speaking of drinks.
Speaking of fucking drinks.
Pepsi?
So it was
Terry,
my birthday last week. Hi, hold on. We're gonna take a quick second because I need to address what was just said, because this episode was recorded on September 3rd, and as I'm recording this little jut-in or whatever you'd call it segment, it's October 1st. Now, we GoBicker video output has been a little slow over the last couple months, and by couple months I mean, referring to 2 months, we've put out 2 podcasts. and also, quite frankly, haven't recorded that many more. So, whoops. And I just want to so there'll be things said going forward on this episode that'll kind of be like, oh, this thing that just happened. So if you're watching the video version, you'll see, and I think we talk about it later. I'm fairly certain we do, that Mya's now in her dorm room, and so when we recorded that, it was like, oh, this thing, it just happened. Yeah, and then just now I'm like, oh, I just turned 21, and Chris in a second here will be like, oh, and I just went to Dragoncon. But just take in mind that from the day this is published, this is about a month old. But don't worry, as best as I can, we're gonna go back to doing this show weekly. I don't know who actually cares, especially, but just in case anyone was wondering, we have an episode that, this one that you're listening to right now. And then I think I already said it, but I'm not paying attention to even what I'm saying. From the day this is being recorded, we recorded another episode. And then so if you're watching this just as it's coming out, you can expect another episode next week. If I can kind of wrangle these cats back together, we'll record another episode next week. And hopefully I can kind of keep up this routine. Or really what I should say is hopefully I can get back into this routine, because it's been kind of messed up since, May? April? I don't know. It's been a while. Oh yeah, because it ended. This is a tangent now. We're getting into a tangent. It kind of got messed up when we did the 3.5 hour long dating episode, and so editing that was kind of monumental. And yeah. So then it kind of just started throwing off our whole schedule. And then Myia left for a month, but that didn't really matter because me and Chris handled it. But I didn't do my part in getting things edited fast enough. And so we're like, oh god, Maya's gone. And then literally the next episode, a week later or whatever, it was oh, and she's back. So anyway, it's all my bad. I apologize. But I just, for some reason, I felt okay, part of the reason I have these lights that I bought a while back for a class, and also just because I wanted them. And the other day I bought some kind of these gel things, and so they're kind of colored lights, right? And so I sort of just wanted an excuse to use them, if I'm going to be honest. But anyway, things, I guess, just I'm just sliding in a quick update video right in the middle of this. Things are going to go back to normal, but just keep in mind that everything that's being talked about in this episode happened a month before the episode was actually released. Stuff we talk about next episode should hopefully only be a week old, and then we'll kind of get back onto about a week old type of news as I edit. And also, I remember. Okay, God, Jesus, I'll shut up in a second, and then we'll get back to me talking in the actual episode. Do you remember when I was oh, I want to edit these less, and that didn't happen? I'd still like to, but we talk over each other so much, and also there's and God fucking Maya's, now that she's in that goddamn dorm, and she had spoilers. She has her roommate. And then I guess again we'll say fine spoilers for next episode. She had some friends over who were just hanging out in the background, making noise, and so that I have to sit and clean that up. I like to try to cut out coughing and and my okay. For some reason, Myia always ends up just smacking shit on her desk. Oh god, and then we're not gonna single Myia out completely, because then Chris also just likes to fucking smack on his microphone. Oh, it's the worst. And if we're gonna be honest here, I do shit too. I have to clear my throat all the goddamn time. I say I have long pauses, and I like to clean that shit up too. So no one's perfect, but anyway, enough of this. Back to the epised.
You crossed a major milestone in the world of alcoholism.
Yeah.
Did you drink?
On the day of my birthday, I had nothing but water. I had coffee and shit too, but I drank just a shitload of water and nothing else really.
Getting ready for the future hangovers.
Again, didn't really do anything for the rest of the week. And then I went out with my friend on Saturday, had one drink, and then got sad when I got home and wanted to drink a lot more. But then
oh no,
I went upstairs and every fucking bottle had a half a shot in it. So I'm I want to drink my feelings away, but there's nothing.
No, that's not good.
Well, no, it's okay, because then for Labor Day, my dad went to the liquor store, and so last night I was able to. It's I got really drunk last night, just feeling very sad.
Dude, I wish you'd have fucking called me because I would have partied with you last night because I hadn't drank in a week last night, so I made up for it tonight.
I was just like angrily drinking and watching Dexter. It was great. No, it was.
I feel like every episode, I may have mentioned this before, but I don't know. I feel like every episode where you talk about anything remotely about you being sad, that Myia is one angel on your shoulder and I am the other.
Well, it's not like the sadness I understand, but it's like I'm like genuinely concerned now. Like no jokes, no nothing. Like you can cut this out of the video if you want. I am genuinely concerned for you right now. When it gets to the point where you drink alcohol because you're sad, like. You're going down a real bad rabbit hole.
I did it last year. I was fine.
No, it's not good.
Well, there's worse parts to it, I think. Because I also realized that now I'm 21, I can get a gun, no problem.
Oh, no!
But still.
So now I have to control myself. Because now I'm like, fuck, I can, like, I mean, this is like a gun problem in America or whatever. But, like, now I can be like, oh, let's just go to Walmart and get a shotgun and fucking be done. So.
It took me 15 minutes to get a gun a couple months ago.
Yeah, like, yikes, right? So,
you can buy a bottle of liquor and a gun and have a real great night.
Have a real good time. One last hurrah.
Live on Not Really, but
that's the thing too. Like, this is the most fucked up part about me, I think. Like, I'm literally like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. And I'm like, all right, but how do I make content out of it? Because like, I knew you'd find that funny. It's like, I'm like, I was listening to this, I don't even remember exactly what song I was listening to, but listening to something as I was coming home from school, and I was like, oh, this would work well in like the final video. But I'm like, how would I make the video? I'd be dead. So then I'm like, all right, so I got to contract an editor.
But I don't trust the editor.
But I don't trust it. Oh yeah, it's a whole thing.
So that's your excuse. You can't fucking kill yourself. You can't fucking make content out of it.
I can't make a video. Yeah, that's true.
You can't fucking kill yourself because you can't get a good editor that's gonna be as good as you. Because if you did, we'd be able to fucking make more videos on GoBicker.
Yeah.
I'd fucking love to contract an editor so we can get this shit out regularly.
If we had money, man, wouldn't that be nice?
I just want to be successful now more than ever.
Damn it. So anyway, yes, that's the week I've had. 2 weeks, really, I think.
Which is I can't wait for Unhappy Hour version of therapy.
And I'm just loud and swearing and crying, and that's like I mentioned that I was gonna to my friend that I was gonna be doing Unhappy Hour one of these weeks, and that's when based on the previous episodes, I'm gonna get really shit faced that time. And she mentioned that her friend, when she first got really drunk, she like just was uncontrollably crying the whole time.
Oh god.
And I'm like, oh, that'd make a good video. That's all I fucking think about. That's all. Like, it's not like, oh, I'd be making an ass of myself. I'm like, no, it'd be funny because just drunk and crying. Oh man, I apologize, Myia. I see we've really upset you.
Just go ahead and cry so we can get that out of the way.
Yeah, get that out of your way for your final episode.
We're trying to give you a good send off for your final episode before the horrors of college set in.
Yeah. I also realized the other day that, like, I have, okay, so in Back to the Future, how Marty McFly, someone calls him, calls him chicken, he kind of loses his shit. I realized I have my own version of that, where if someone tells me to chill out, it seems like, especially in video games, but I think kind of in general, if someone tells me, you need to chill out, I fucking lose my mind, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I feel that.
Because, like, the experience I had was, I was playing GTA, as I often do, and...
Really?
Yeah. I've done a little bit. And this one modder guy was handing out money, and I was kind of policing the area because people were assholes, and I'm a superhero, so that's what I like to do.
You're the fucking Crimson Bitch.
I'm the Crimson Bitch, you're goddamn right. And I was, so I'm like trying to like take people out, and then people are trying to kill me, so I'm fighting back, but then the guy's like, oh, chill out. I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. So... I don't know what to make of that, but
yeah, I feel the same way. If anyone tells me to calm down when I'm really mad, it's like, oh, you fucked up now. I'm not ready to stop being angry. I won't stop talking about Todd. Please. Yeah. I know there are children present.
But I can't stop talking about him.
Speaking of Todd, you said that your friend's mom asked you about Fallout 4?
Oh yeah, so that's a nice segue. Let's just fucking hop on that segue and ride it into the next segment. I went to Dragoncon this weekend, which is a really fucking cool convention I go to every year. Well, for the last 2 years now in Atlanta. Yeah, a friend of mine's mom was like, I saw Nick Valentine. You know who that is? Have you ever played Fallout 4? And I was like, the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Chair almost flipped over. I have new downstairs neighbors, apparently. I'm sure they fucking love me.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize before, like, a week ago that I didn't have downstairs neighbors before, but I do now. I've not met them yet, and I'm sure I will one episode.
Yeah, all of a sudden, they're gonna come up and fucking bang on your door.
They're gonna be like, fucking shut up, we're trying to sleep, and you're yelling about someone named Todd Howard. But yeah, she was like, have you ever played Fallout 4? And I was like, oh, let me tell you about fucking Fallout 4.
Did you go on like the whole rant?
I didn't, because they're decent human beings. They don't understand my hatred of Todd. I decided next year my cosplay for Dragoncon is just gonna be a dude with a sign that says "fuck Todd Howard."
Oh, see, that's it. What if you
Ask me why?
That sounds excessive. But
Yeah.
what you should do is dress up as Todd Howard,
That's Todd Howard.
and then just like yell at
Fucking
children.
ruin, and just yell at everyone in a Fallout cosplay.
I own you.
I own you.
I am your god.
Microtransactions.
Wait, what?
DLC.
Anyone with a fucking vault suit, you just fucking start throwing money at them. No, you just have a thing of fucking bottle caps. You just fucking start whipping them at people.
Yeah, just fucking whip it out. I have a shit ton of bottle caps because I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Myia.
I'm trying to get my camera to focus again.
So she's like, all right, let me focus.
Let me fucking focus.
Focus.
So yeah, I went to Dragoncon, and I'm hoping this Dragoncon, I believe it's going to bring us good podcast energy.
Okay, yeah.
Because I met Travis McElroy.
Whoa.
And I got a signed picture of our good boy, Travis McElroy.
Good boy. Chris, hello.
I said Chris hello, and I got to talk to him for a little while because no one is at their fucking booth.
Really? That's so
Which
sad.
I felt really bad.
That's kinda shocking.
Well, there was one person in front of me, and then I got there, and there's no one else standing in front of their booth. It was Clint McElroy, the daddy of the McElroy family, and Travis McElroy. So
Do you
I was
think?
like,
Do you think nobody showed up because Justin and Griffin weren't there? Because those are the two
probably.
the most
the thing is,
popular
they had a
ones.
Mabim Bam in town at some amphitheater or whatever. I didn't go because it was like $70 for a ticket, and I was a little salty, but also very, very broke because I live on my own and I had to pay bills. And I was already at Dragoncon, which is a fucking expensive affair. Especially if you did not absolutely pay anything for it like you should have ahead of time. But yeah, it's a fucking expensive affair, so I didn't have any money, so I didn't go. But I got to meet our good boys, Travis McElroy and Clint McElroy. And I talked to Travis, and I was like, listen. My
Listen
boy.
here.
What? Please pass on to me your good podcast wisdom.
Did you
Because
really?
you see, I did. I asked him. I was like,
Oh.
I do a podcast with some good friends of mine. I didn't name drop because I wasn't sure if it was like, I was like, if you go to GoBicker.com, you're gonna find like the best podcast on the internet.
Not
But I was
really,
like, I
but
do this
kinda.
podcast, and I was like, if he asks about it, oh yeah, I'll fucking give him the deets.
Oh yeah.
I'll drop this boy an autograph myself. But I was like, yeah. Travis McElroy and Clint McElroy. I do this podcast on the internet with my good friends. Like, what's your just podcast wisdom? And he was like, yeah, just fucking good editing, which I'm like, we already fucking have. And just fucking get yourself out there, which I don't know what he meant by that.
Oh yeah, that's a
Get
tricky
yourself
one.
out there.
And he said, good luck, which I believe means we're absolutely going to be having our own podcast panel one day.
Yes.
Has to mean it. But yeah, they were really cool dudes. I got to talk to them for a little while, a few minutes, and then I got to see a panel of theirs. They did a Q&A, and it was funny because they did a little light Mabim Bam, which was fun. Well, they talked mostly about Adventure Zone, which I've only seen a few episodes of, so it's very knowledgeable of. But it was very good to see our good boys for an hour talk about things. Well, it was 45 minutes because I came in late because I overslept and had to deal with Atlanta traffic,
Wow.
which is fun. But yeah, that was fun. Also, just fucking accidentally literally ran into Barbara Dunkelman of Rooster Teeth
yeah.
fame. Whoops. Which was fun.
Like-
I was walking through, they have the I think it's like the Walk of Fame is what they call it. It's just where all the fucking important people are, which one day I pray to God we have a booth. It's all I fucking want now.
Yeah.
Were you just walking and you bumped into her?
Yeah, I was just walking while I was turned around talking to a friend of mine, and I turned around, I bumped into somebody, I turned around, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, and I stopped. I was like, wait a second. I know you. And it took me
Who
a second,
are
I was
ya?
like, you're Barbara Dunkelman. She went, yeah. And I went, oh, fuck!
Did you say that?
Yeah, I did.
Fuck.
I was like,
great.
oh, fuck, I am
Do you think-
so
Wait,
sorry.
Do you think if we watch the newest Rooster Teeth podcast where she's gonna bring up that story that this
Wouldn't
guy
it be
bumped
like-
into me, and he was like,
and he
"Oh,
just started
fuck."
yelling, GoBicker.com, GoBicker.com!
His friends are dragging him away.
I don't know what it meant.
That'd be
And
fucking
security drug him out of the room and beat him with batons. He just kept yelling, GoBicker.com.
Oh man, the dream.
No, but I was like, oh yeah, shit, I like your podcast. And she's like, oh cool, I'm in a hurry. Come by my booth and get a signature. And she fucking walked away. And those were my 2 interactions with Fame. Met a lot of people. There's a lot of fucking people. I met David Tennant, which was cool. He doesn't do a podcast. I don't
Yes,
think.
he does. It's called David Tennant Does a Podcast. That's what it's called.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Is David Tennant the one in Good Omens as well?
Yes.
And Doctor Who.
Well,
Both
yeah,
very-
I figured that much.
Yeah.
Both very, very good shows, and he's a super fucking nice dude. I talked to him for about 5 seconds while I signed my piece of paper because I was in line with 500 other dorks.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's way more popular
It was,
than
it
McElroy
was
is.
the most expensive signature I purchased over the weekend. Nice dude, really cool, very Scottish.
Oh, yeah.
And that was pretty much my experience. That was my experience at Dragoncon. Is I met 3 famous people.
And you tried to
And that's
absorb
it.
their energy like a vampire.
I tried desperately to absorb some of that good podcast energy because there were some good podcast boys there. Mm-hmm. I was very excited to meet a lot of them. There's a lot of internet presence at this year's DragonCon. There wasn't a lot
Yeah.
last year. Like there were some people, but I didn't really know them.
I feel like a lot of the people I follow on Twitter were at DragonCon this weekend.
Yeah, there's a
So-
lot of people there. I don't know if went this year, but I tried my best to avoid him again. Even if he wasn't there.
Don't let him hear that.
You can cut this out. But yeah, I really hope that literally any year of any convention that ever happens ever, we can be a part of, because it's something about this year. When I was at that the McElroy Q&A, I was like, I really fucking I want to do a live in front of a decent, like even like the McElroy panel wasn't huge. There's maybe like 200 people in there, which compared to DragonCon panels, most DragonCon panels are like 1,000 people. It was like 200 people, but I was still like, I really want to. I just want to beat fucking Myia moving all over the
Sorry,
fucking place.
You need
because
to chill out, doggy
Wow,
dog.
I'm looking at a weird angle. I'm like,
you are a weird angle. But yeah, I just fucking want to be in front of an audience where Terry says not really, but kinda, and everyone follows up with but kinda,
And then I sigh. There's a big laugh.
and we laugh.
Obama was there.
Yeah, Obama was there, and it's a really, really good time. So, internet, I really need you to pull through before next Dragon Con.
What the fuck are we in 2012 addressing people on the internet as internet?
Listen, internet.
Listen, internet, I need you to pull through as if it's one person.
They're all-
One person is the
He's
internet.
like, you got it, boss.
I know Travis McElroy and
Yes.
Barbara Duckleman are watching this currently.
Oh,
I was dragged
absolutely,
away
yeah.
from
Where was that-
both of them.
Where's that boy? I need to find out where his good podcast
Where's
is.
that good boy? He told me about his good podcast, but he didn't tell me where it was or what the name of it was or what his name was.
You don't need to know any of that.
He just kind of awkwardly stammered for a minute, and I called security, but I want to know his good podcast. He said it's an advice show from the modern era.
I think he's stealing. There. Okay, hold on. I have to volunteer. I'm mandatory volunteering for a class at this film festival in October. And I noticed today while the teacher was going through the website that there's a podcast section to it, which I don't know what that means as relative to a film festival, but I have their website up right now and I'm gonna try to figure this out.
I just so desperately want this to take off now. I want to sign one signature.
Anytime you write a check, you do.
I
So
do,
keep
but I
that
don't
in
write a lot of
mind.
checks because it's the year of our Lord 2019.
There are debit cards.
These are all
use
dog
debit
shit,
cards.
by the way, just so you guys know. We're better than all of these. I can already tell you.
Then we will enter and we will win, and that will be our ticket to a convention next year. That's my goal for 2020. I've said it for many, many years. I want a GoBicker meetup in 2020. I don't give a shit what your parents say.
What if we went to RTX?
I give a shit about what my bank account says. So
That's a
Yeah,
big
but
thing.
we can go to RTX and I can finish stammering out what I was stammering to.
Bro, I spent $2,000 today on a fucking laptop.
That's your problem, not my problem.
Yeah, that
I
sounds.
don't. I can't afford going to RTX, bro.
You already have enough money in loans. What's another $1,000
Or more.
or more?
Shit's expensive.
Which by then, obviously, GoBicker will have blown the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
If you pay me to go to RTX, then yeah, I'll go.
We will all be making thousands of dollars.
If I could expense it with all the money we make,
to GoBicker Incorporated.
yeah, then yeah, I definitely would.
Oh fuck yeah. Which I just
Gotta
just
pay
all
for
I want
Airbnb. You gotta pay for
more
my
than-
plane tickets. You gotta pay for the tickets to RTX. You gotta. Oof.
Yeah, no, it'd be a
Oof,
lot.
stuff.
Yeah, but
Just come to Maine. Come to my dorm.
no.
nothing to fucking do in Maine.
I have zero. Is your mom there? Why do you? Why do you?
Madeline's here.
Your
Oh.
mom's about to show up and start
Hello.
fucking. Hi, welcome to this
Well,
good
that's fucking
podcast.
gay.
The greatest fucking gay. That's a fucking homo.
Greatest gay. She
shit.
can't hear a word you're saying.
I
Yeah.
don't care. I want to fucking go on a rant about the greatest gay.
How many 5-year-olds do you think you could take on in a fight?
I feel
At
like I
least
could
like 40.
You think?
beat the
Yeah.
fuck out of at least. I'd say 40 is a safe number. Like, as long as these kids aren't like fucking jujitsu,
Well, that's the
like
thing.
they don't
No,
know
no,
their
no.
shit,
Even if they
I feel
are,
like
dude,
I could just beat the fuck out of some 5-year-olds. This fucking guest star while we're talking. She has no idea that we're talking about beating the shit out of little
You need
kids
to get
right
speakers, Myia. That's what you need.
I have speakers at my house.
now. Please tell her that we're beating the shit out of
Just talk-
5-year-olds.
we're
on
gonna-
our
I can
Google
try.
Internet.
We're about to talk about
Can you
like
hear?
We're about to
murdering
talk about
5-year-olds.
beating the
You can't
piss.
hear yourself, can you?
No, but we're about to talk about beating the fuck out of some 5-year-olds.
Oh yeah. Like, because here's the deal.
Do you want to participate
Here-
in the podcast?
How many kids do you think you could beat the shit out of?
Two on a good day. Two on a good day, she
You
says.
on a good day.
Yeah.
We're at 40. She's at 2.
See, no.
Like they're 5-year-olds.
Yeah, no, because what you got to think about.
have an 8-year-old
Oh my God,
brother,
this
I know
bitch.
how strong a 5-year-old is.
Okay, fair enough. Did you hear her?
No.
She has an 8-year-old brother. She knows how strong a 5-year-old is.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too, a little bit. But your adrenaline starts pumping. You're in a life or
Yeah.
death situation, and you're just fucking crushing skulls.
Question: do I have a weapon?
No, nobody has any weapons.
No, this is just
I think I could
flesh
just, like-
on flesh.
Push him over. Fucking.
yeah. It's just
No, I'm
guns
talking
up.
just like cracking skulls.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It is you, a grown ass adult, taking child skulls and cracking them together and
because
stomping
they're
on
still
them.
like
and just-
that's still mostly cartilage up there.
Oh
at
yeah,
that
no,
point.
they're weak. They're
So you're
pussies.
fucking like devastating these children. Just fucking. But one thing you have to take into consideration: children can fucking bounce.
Yeah.
So while you're yeeting these children, imagine you're just fucking yeeting a basketball because those fuckers are gonna bounce back. You're gonna have to
yeah,
beat the shit out of
no.
each kid at least 2 or 3 times before he gets tired enough, or
Yeah.
she gets
yeah,
tired
we want
enough.
to be, you know,
Want to be,
Yeah,
progressive,
you gotta be diverse.
yeah,
Gender neutral.
a bunch of gender neutral children. Yeah.
A bunch of transgender 5-year-olds. I'm sorry,
And
Maya.
then it just turns into a hate crime.
I mean, I think there's something wrong with it to begin with. Not if they were just transgender.
Just the transgender's not the problem I have.
Yeah.
It's it's
What's this
just
scenario?
taking.
it is a
It's like
problem I
grabbing these
have,
kids' heads and
but-
just fucking squeezing them. You know. Actually, that would take too long. You really do just need to fucking pound their
What
faces
point do
in.
you just? What point do you believe a 5-year-old is defeated at?
when they're dead?
Like, oh, we're talking to the death. We're not just talking
Listen,
incapacitated.
they're not gonna stop. They're 5.
They're not. Yeah. They have no
It's like
concept of how to stop.
yeah. So you just kind of have to keep going.
They'll keep going until you're dead.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a life or death situation. Either they die or you do. So you need to go ham. You need
I
to
feel
fucking
like
kill them.
because of the fact that kids are so fucking malleable that it's a lot harder. Like I said, you've got to beat at least each
But,
kid at
well,
least 2 or 3 times.
Here's the thing too. Like if you really need to, you could start just fucking taking them out at the knees. You know.
Alternatively, hear me out on this one.
Okay. All right.
You capture one of them, grab him by the legs, and just fucking. Just fucking
Use him like a mace.
spin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
There
fucking
you go.
yeet this kid in circles, taking out. Because I'm assuming they're not coming at you one at a time. They're not in an orderly queue.
Oh, I was assuming they were all like
Yeah.
blooding you,
There's
dude.
40 kids just unleashed at you from every angle. So
Yeah.
at that point, you've got to grab the first one, Preferably one that's tall, maybe a little bit chunky, just so you get that extra little bit of.
You gotta think about your own stamina though, as well, because that's gonna be
True.
It's gonna be pretty
You
tiring.
don't want to wear yourself out early in.
Yeah.
So there is a formula, an ultimate formula to how the best.
Yeah, wait, Maya, you're the smart one here. How many? You gotta figure that out. Solve for X. How many fucking kids can I kill?
As an engineering
Velocity.
major who
Bro,
has been
I
in
got a story
college
to tell you about
for
calculus today.
many fucking days, how best is it to kill 45-year-olds efficiently with no weapons?
45-year-olds.
Efficiently,
Just
and to kill them, I would say because children they don't have a very high center of balance. I would say push them on the noggin real hard, because that won't be taxing on you. But if you push them hard enough, they will crack their skulls.
But you gotta remember too, there's 40 of them coming at you at once. This is
still-
waves on waves of children.
They're not that
Like,
hard to
they're
push over, and if you just push their
fucking down
noggin,
back.
not
What
exerting
are
a
we
lot of
talking about?
energy.
Are we just talking about like a
real quick, just realize something huge.
I'm talking like
These
like
kids,
face.
What's your revelation?
these kids are gonna be playing dirty.
Oh fuck yeah.
Dick and balls right at their level.
They're going for the nuts, definitely.
Yeah,
Like there is no
and that's-
5-year-old that doesn't go for the nuts. Even when they're
Right,
not
right.
intending to hurt you, like a good enough hug is gonna incapacitate me.
They're at that level,
Because
so they go.
I
bonk.
do have the cock and taters.
I'm immune.
Maya is the ultimate 5-year-old killing machine.
I feel like if
I really
if
am.
enough kids start fucking punch you in the vag, you're still gonna get hurt. You know.
just a punch to the cooter. How many do you think you could take before?
I can like close my thighs. You know what I mean? Like I can make sure that I'm well protected.
Just fucking
I can wear a
snapping
cup,
thunder
I guess.
thighs at kids.
Dude, I could probably fucking like stomp them with my tree trunk thighs.
I was. What do you think you could easily crush? A watermelon or a 5-year-old skull?
I think skulls are a little bit harder to.
You gotta remember,
Worse than a
5-year-old skull's
watermelon
gotta be
rind?
pretty
Madeline?
malleable.
Which do you think would be easier for me to crush with my thighs, a watermelon or a 5-year-old skull?
This may be my new favorite segment of the podcast. Ask Madeline.
We're talking skin, muscle, and brain and stuff
Yeah,
as well.
you just.
Oh fuck yeah!
Just a fucking 5-year-old.
Everything that's in a 5-year-old's head.
She says she rules a watermelon, and I agree.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have a science
Yeah.
episode on the next episode. I'm gonna be eating hot dogs. Maya's gonna be crushing watermelon.
And children.
Dude, I don't think you understand. I do want to like be able to. That was like a
fuck
goal
yeah.
of
Yeah, I
mine
believe it, yeah.
to be able to crush watermelons between my thighs.
I know a lot of women that's the same way. Feminism unite.
It's hot, dude.
Also,
fuck yeah.
it's just powerful too. Just like knowing you have that ability. You know, who knows when that'll actually come in handy.
And like
You know.
skulls and watermelons aren't that different.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
a 5-year-old skull. Like, what's the comparability of a 5-year-old skull?
I
to a
think
watermelon?
5-year-old
It
skulls
can't
are
be
pretty
fun.
like mushy. So, but here's the thing: it won't kill them. So they're mushy because they're like malleable. So
I
like
feel like if you mush a 5-year-old's head enough, they're gonna die.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like it's just gonna fucking pancake and they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, I'm okay.
Look like a fucking fish with their eyes going a bunch of different directions.
But yeah, I think a watermelon would be easier, and now I do want to start training. We're planning on going to the gym
No.
Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Yeah, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays,
Gotta
and
get
I'm going to
yoked.
get even beefier legs. I got. If you have not seen my legs, I have very beefy legs.
Get
So-
fucking yoked. I want to see you crush a watermelon.
I want to. Yeah, I want to see a
podcast.
year from now. I looked at my watch, even though I don't have it on.
No, not a fucking year from now. It's gonna be in the new Yeats special
Oh,
to give
okay.
you a little motivation. Buy new
which do you think
Yeats.
would be easier, crushing a mini watermelon or a big watermelon?
Full watermelon.
I think a
Full
full
watermelon
watermelon
or
would be
bust.
easier.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah,
too.
definitely, because there's
Yeah,
less
okay,
like
she agrees.
fucking center of gravity or whatever. I don't know much about how fucking watermelons work, but I feel like it'd be much easier to crush a big watermelon. Something
Yeah,
about the size.
because it's
Anyway,
not as dense.
Right.
We're getting away from the subject at hand: killing children.
I think 4
We
days.
talked last
How
episode
many? I
about
can tell.
raping children. Now we're gonna talk about killing them.
Oh, we did, yeah.
forgot
But not
about
us
that.
raping them. The Catholic Church
Did.
raping them.
The Catholic
yeah.
Church. Though I'm sure certain the Catholic Church has killed some children at some
Oh
point.
God,
Oh,
yeah.
probably.
Gotta keep those kids silent.
Look, that's
Anyway.
exactly. You're goddamn right. That's exactly right.
Goddamn right.
I forgot about all the fucked up shit we talked about in the last episode. It was a wild ride.
It's just every episode, man. We're
Definitely.
bad people. Do you remember like a running joke in Krusty Pickled Grandma's when we'd say "dirty Jew"?
Yeah, and then you beep it every single time.
I
Are
fucking
you gonna
forgot
beep it
about
in this
that.
one?
No.
Yeah, we're cultured at this point. Krusty Pickle Grandmas, by the way, just want to reiterate.
I said it right the first time.
Garbage fucking show.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things that was funny about Dragoncon was when somebody at one of the panels got up and they were like, when should I start watching Mabim Bam? And Travis very, very much stood his ground on at least episode 100. You do not watch the early garbage. And that's exactly how I feel about GoBicker. Even with not really, but kinda, you should at least start watching it like episode 30. There's probably some good ones in there.
Yeah. I think
like whatever episode, at least like it got better with the video.
I think the one I would say you start with is the history of GoBicker that we, I think it's what it was that we did with Kit.
Like the history, the one where we talked about, I think either that or it was like Tidy Sucks. I think
that was the same, same episode, yeah.
Yeah, it was Tidy Sucks. It was because that was the episode where we did the long-running history of GoBicker, so you're caught up to date on what brought us to this wonderful point right here. Also with Kit, who just doesn't fucking exist in the world anymore. So you get to see his beautiful face in the fucking 3 episodes he's been a part of this officially.
Yeah. So, in conclusion, I think like, I don't know about 40. 40 is a lot of angry children. Because I think you can get overwhelmed.
At least 20.
I think you can get overwhelmed really fast, I think is the big thing. You can,
that's my thing.
You're going to be able to take a lot of them out just because you're bigger and stronger, be able to just fucking smash them into each other and stuff.
You will get wore down very quickly.
Yeah. Because there's going to be a point where they're all just like on you. And you're just not gonna be able to like move anymore, so you're just gonna have your fists. And you're just
I didn't ever plan on moving. I just plan on just like playing basketball with their heads.
See, I think, but what happens when they come at you from behind? Because they're not just coming at you from the
they're gonna start
circle. You are entrapped by
and I just fucking booty bump
they're
them.
Just start grabbing things.
Just fucking twerking and basketballing.
Yeah.
Just from both sides, just fucking
elbow them on the sides.
Oh yeah, you just have to turn into a helicopter.
Do the chicken.
I don't remember twerking being a part of fucking chicken dance.
I thought you wiggle your butt.
You don't fucking twerk, and that's the only way to defeat a 5-year-old.
Do you wiggle your butt in the chicken dance?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't like this new fucking fact-checking bullshit that we have.
She's the expert, alright?
Also, like, what kind of bullshit fake-ass chicken dance are you doing? Like,
yeah, Chris. You don't shake your ass?
that's the whole thing.
You don't shake your ass? Chris.
It's been a very long time since I've done the chicken dance, first of all.
I mean,
so
same for me, but like, I know that's part of it. That's the end of it.
Shake your ass.
I can't wait to see that GIF pop up in 2 weeks in the fucking group chat.
Yeah, it will be a while though because
2 weeks. Yeah, it's gonna be like a month.
It'll be too sad to edit in the meantime.
Sad drunk boy.
That's exactly it. I'm in danger. I'm a danger.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm a danger to myself right now. I should probably be locked up if we're gonna be honest here. But we'll keep that between us.
Let's lock him up with editing of our good show. Not really, but kinda.
Listen, I don't have time to be put into a facility right now. I have classes. So if shit happens. Blame school.
Be like that sometimes.
I really should. We're gonna talk about this again because I'm thinking about it. I shouldn't have been doing this, but when I was with my friend, there was a point where I was basically trying to convince her why it's okay that I can kill myself. She wasn't okay with it.
What was your excuse?
Listen, we don't need to get in that exactly, but I was just like, no, listen, it's fine. She's like, fucking shut up. I'm like, hey, God. I once was sitting on a stool, kind of weird, and my ass fell asleep, and then when I stood up, it felt like I had a shit, but it wasn't. I think I just like had a numb asshole.
Oh.
So
My asshole was numb.
My asshole's numb, daddy.
Somebody put Novocaine in my butthole.
we're gonna move on now.
Oh,
So we're just gonna hard cut the fuck away from that.
It better be from what Chris said, because mine was not as weird as what he said.
They're both not great.
College is weird.
Expensive.
Very expensive, but also very weird. 70,000 for all 4 years.
That's disgusting.
If you do housing every year,
You could buy a really nice car for.
it's 50 grand without housing.
I mean, either way, you're going to have to pay fucking rent.
A lot.
Which rent
Yeah.
is buku.
Yeah. So I don't know. I would rather not think about that. I'm gonna push it off until later. Yeah. So I'll do a little tiny room tour.
I'm sure it'll only take a couple seconds anyway.
That stuff.
Yeah.
You got TV. There's my.
You guys really have made a big
guys-
mess like immediately.
Listen, this stuff has to be here. This is like books. All right, these are water bottles that I am gonna get rid of. I just haven't had the chance
My
to.
apartment isn't that
My
messy,
mixer.
and I've lived here for 3
My
years.
water
3
bottle, my
months.
chapstick. This is my microphone. That's my phone.
My mom.
There's that.
Mom.
You're upside down right now. It's me.
It's me, your boy.
My
Kitty
shelf.
Fiend.
I got a shelf of Pokemon. Right. Malin, do I have your permission to? If I can, at least. That's Madeline's bed. Hold on. It's my.
Why is it so high up?
Huh? Oh, because we have like a lot of space.
Oh, I
underneath.
see. Okay.
I gotta move my curtains.
Looks like you're in the
a little.
hospital.
Yeah, you look like you're in the emergency
we set
room.
these up to get more privacy.
I mean,
That's
even
my bed.
just like the
I got a
tiles,
door.
more ceiling tiles, and then the floor,
A
like
door. I got ceiling
just looks
tiles.
like a fucking
I got-
hospital.
I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. We both have that.
I love the fucking 1995 wood paneling on the wall.
Makeup. We
Like,
got
beat
makeup
the
over there.
fuck out of your kid.
Those are Madeline's
1990.
shoes. This is my forehead. Yeah.
All right.
So that was the room tour. We have a carpet.
Whoa,
I
fancy.
would hate myself if I lived in a room that small with another human being.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, we're adjusting. We're still adjusting. We haven't chewed each other out yet.
Well,
so.
it's only been a day and a half.
It
There
has on.
is-
Well, we moved it on Friday.
Okay. Also,
and
you gotta real
today's
quick, kind
Tuesday.
of fucking just tilt it just a little bit, just fucking.
There
There you go.
It is
Oh my
all
God.
kinds of fucked up. That's my boobs.
Boobs.
I noticed.
I saw.
Those are my boobs. I'm out of focus now, but that's okay. I'm gonna see if this does it again.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
Let me just put my
does.
fucking boobs up there.
Yeah,
so
I just have to.
focuses
I just
back
have to put
in.
my boobs in the camera and it
What a
focuses
shame.
it.
The camera's like, oh shit.
Yeah, the camera's
My
like.
thighs are stuck to the chair. I hate this chair.
You gotta figure out how to get your other chair then.
I never will. I'm gonna see if after a few weeks, if I have it in my bank account, I get a desk chair because I hate this chair so much. And also,
Why
we
don't
need more
you-
chairs in the room.
What is the problem with bringing your chair? Because I assume at
It's
some
fucking
point
massive. It is
you
a
don't have
massive
room.
chair.
Okay, I assume at some point you are going to go back to your parents' house. You drive
I
a
am.
decent fucking sized car. You can fit that chair in the back of that car.
Have you seen my car?
You sent me a picture of or like the model.
Oh, okay. All right.
You have
It's
a
like,
decent sized car.
but I am also driving 4 other people back at the
What?
same
What
time.
are you driving?
Well, all right, no. Well, Ben's bringing his car, but only 2 of us have cars right now.
Okay, that's their problem. They need to buy
That's not
fucking
their
Ubers.
problem.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
a 2-hour long drive. Do you know how expensive that Uber would be?
You know how fucking expensive college is? Just tack it on!
Also, why aren't you Ubering all that way? Just fucking like figure something else. I don't know.
Fucking hitchhike like good college students.
Also, the wheels, it's not worth the effort. Like, I'm never here anyways, so it's like, and whenever I am here, I'm in bed. So, I'd rather just get a cheap desk chair.
So have you figured out, you don't have to enunciate this to your good friend in your room, but have you figured out how to jerk it in that room? Because that's
We
what I would
have
be.
discussed it.
Oh, good.
Well, that's important. I mean, obviously, I mean, you have
It
to.
is, yeah.
Sock on the door.
They asked if we have already discussed jerking at times. And we have. We discussed it yesterday.
Times! You have a schedule. Like,
Well, we
okay,
did-
between
we
9
talked
and
about- well, no, we
7 and
talked
9, I will be beating my dick furiously.
Well, no. Obviously, I'm not like, okay, here's when I'm going to do it. But we looked at each other's schedules and we're like, okay. And I made mental notes of when I can do it. I was not like, I'm going to beat my dick at 2 p.m. while you're in class.
My question, though, is, because I know college, I remember college fairly well, because it was only like 2 years ago for me. Mm-hmm. What happens if she gets out of class early and comes back and you're just fucking wailing on your
Thank
cooter?
fucking God. We need to... I'm very glad that she can see everything you're doing.
I was kind of hoping. Yeah.
I was very, very, very glad. At first, I hated it because our dorms, you need to like push in on the door to press the keypad hard enough. Now I'm thankful for that.
It's a keypad.
Yeah, you have to put your card in and put a PIN code in. It's just like maximum security.
Yeah.
So
apparently.
No one's gonna see you beating your dick in this.
so like that would like alert me like, hey, somebody's trying to come
All
in.
right,
around.
put the fucking
Which,
socks back on.
funny enough-
God damn it.
Funny enough, I was doing my makeup, and my makeup thing is right next to the door, and Madeline was in the shower. And so I had told her that I was going back to the room, and I started getting my makeup ready, and I hear the door, like, starting to try and open, and it failed the first time. And I was like, oh, I'll just let her in. Like, because it kind of, like, I don't want to fuck up the door, because if you get it wrong 3 times in a row, it locks you out for 5 minutes. So I was just like, I don't want to fuck up the door. I'll wait until she's done with that attempt, and then I'll let her in. I open the door, complete fucking stranger, and I'm like, and she goes, and I was like,
Wham!
And I was like, and she's like, I thought this was my room. And I was like, this is 311. And she was like, oh, and she left. Like, and she was like, sorry. I was like, okay.
Excuse me, I was beating my dick.
No, I was putting on makeup.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Ew.
I put on my makeup way too much.
I fucking hate the showers here. I hate them so much.
This is also what I'm extremely curious about.
That was
because
honestly my biggest problem with the idea of college dorm.
Because me and Chris talked about this a while back I think it was when you were still in Canada. Yeah, it must have been because we were doing the duo episodes. I was thinking about how for however long now, except for when you go home, every time you take a shit, every time you shower, every time you fucking take a piss, just anything you need to do in the bathroom, it's gonna be in a public bathroom, and that's
I hate it.
Horrible. So like,
there is a guest bathroom downstairs in the basement, which I plan on using. I don't know if they have a shower down there, but like,
even still,
it's a lot more privacy. It's in the basement. Nobody goes down there, so it is the guest bathroom though. But it is like right across the hall, which makes it really convenient when I have to go pee.
Is it nice enough at least, or is it?
Oh yeah, like no,
Okay.
it's like I went to the other hall's bathroom. They have 2 showers in there. They have 1 stall. That's it. 2
That sounds
sinks.
like a bad idea.
Yeah, ours has 5 stalls and 4 showers. So ours is pretty
How long before you contract the trench foot?
nice. I have flip flops, so I don't.
So
my
it'll
feet
be a
never
little
touch the
while.
floor.
It'll be a minute. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a minute. It'll be a hot second. My feet never
How do you
touch the
wash your
floor.
feet then?
I take my flip flop. I take my foot out of the flip flop, wash my foot, and put it back in the flip flop.
God.
I wear flip flops in the shower.
You give me anxiety just thinking about living your life. Yikes.
I hate
Exactly.
the idea of
That
living
sounds horrible.
in college.
Yeah.
Very glad I could.
Other
beat my
than
dick
that,
in my
everything
own
is
home.
fine because it's like a little village. You know what I
I'm
mean?
glad. I'm glad I could beat my dick right now and no one would know.
I mean,
Oh,
we would
fuck
know
yeah.
now
No, you
because
wouldn't.
you
I
just
could
said
just-
that we would know.
You wouldn't.
I could right now just be wailing.
My dick could be out right now.
It could be. I might not be wearing pants right now.
Actually, we know you are because you've already gotten up once.
I could have taken them off in the meantime.
No, you're not subtle enough. You're not.
That's true.
Excuse me while I take my
Like,
pants.
I'm just adjusting normally.
just fucking zip, fucking
So-
clack, clack,
So
clack.
now, right now, as far as you know, I got Schrodinger's pants. I both am and am not wearing
Terry's
pants right now.
dick might be out right now.
Just don't know.
My
it
dick
is.
could be out right now.
Well, no, it's not. We already
No,
know
it's not
That's
because
part
I've
of your
also
issue.
seen your pants today.
It's also true.
Well,
Yeah.
how many times have I been adjusting my thighs on this chair? You don't know how many times I was taking. my
Actually, you know
pants
what's the thing is though? You're wearing shorts, and I'm gonna call you out right now. I'm starting to think you don't actually have a 90-inch penis.
I think you got a pretty short dick, Maya.
You got a tiny ass dick. You might even have a.
You have a micro
might-
penis.
Listen, I don't want to make any judgments. You might even have a vagina.
You might have a
Don't
cooter.
say those things about me. You can prove it, right?
Might have the
I have a
coochie.
90-inch penis.
No, you don't. 'Cause
She says it.
No,
Please.
You got a small
she's a
dick.
fucking liar.
Yes.
You have
Say
a little
it.
bitty
Say it
dick,
into the
Maya.
microphone.
She has a 90-inch penis.
She got a real small dick, lady.
No, you heard it here first. My roommate says I have a 90-inch penis.
You know what my roommate says? They're fucking dead.
You never had a roommate.
Exactly. There's no way of proving I
Oh.
don't have a micro penis.
I'm gonna show you guys something. I don't know if I can show it to you. I
Look at your
got 3.
trash.
My
Jesus
90 inch
Christ.
dick.
Bam. Oh, we have a Walmart trash bag.
Wait, what was
Look
the
at my
point of
fucking
that?
Forehead.
You have pencils. Who cares?
Who gives a
No,
fucking
this is
shit?
just my school stuff.
Okay, why did you
Open
feel
it
the
up,
need
a
to show
fucking
that?
dildo rolled out.
Ton of
What?
snacks.
What the?
I
How
have
is it
so
so
many snacks.
messy?
Fuck!
You've been there
Huh?
a second and a half. Why is there so much shit
You
everywhere?
have been there
No.
literally since
How
before.
messy are
the-
you? Holy
fuck.
No, my mother provided me with a
No,
care
listen.
package.
That doesn't
You know
explain.
what my mom gave
that.
me when I moved out? A boot in the ass.
Wait, what do you mean it doesn't explain that? It's a
You
drawer
can
full
have
of snacks.
You can have things and not have a mess.
It's not like, all right, listen, you saw the camera, right? It's just like stuff piled on top of each other. That's it. It's not a mess.
That's the definition of a mess.
What do you
just
want
have a
me to
bunch
do?
of shit
Fucking
piled-
organize it by color?
A little, yeah.
It's a fucking mess. My pantry is a golden fucking house
You have a
compared
pantry.
to that.
I have a drawer.
My pantry might as well be a drawer. It's like 4 fucking shelves. It's just
I have
fucking
one
popcorn
drawer.
Also,
and
I should, like,
Pop-Tarts
here.
and pop caps.
I'm gonna show you
I
my
like things
garbage
that
can right now. Right there, and also just this whole part of the room.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really. Oh, you saw my pants. Whoops. Guess I'm not.
Oh damn, he's got his dick in.
Guess I don't have my dick out.
Damn, you ruined my night.
Yeah. Whoops.
Free to beat my dick to that fantasy. Anyway, I feel like I'm also missing out, so I'm going to show you my trash and my inverted trash can over there that I've been using as a table.
I did think for a second there that like I know like you could jerk it to that picture of Travis, but I thought it was like actual like pornography for a second.
Oh no, I keep my printed pornography in my bedroom.
Like a real adult.
Yeah.
Like a civilized adult.
Fucking, hey, you go on the other side of that wall right there, it's all porn.
Just taped to the walls.
It's a lot
Some of it's sticky,
porn.
but you just
It's a
It helps
lot
it
of
stay up,
porn.
you know.
it happens.
Nothing but tits. That's the only way I can stick it to the wall is I can fucking jerk it onto it and just
I have a note I need to add to the unhappy hour document. Shit.
Terry's unhappy hour document scares me. He's been making a document for me because I don't have a document.
Not even
that
for you.
show.
I'm just like it's just.
Terry's gonna take over on happy hour now.
I refuse. I refuse.
Does that mean you'd have to
You
edit
say
it,
that
which means
now.
it would come out even later.
I don't know if I'm gonna want to talk about this, but I'm writing it down.
I'm very because some of the
Is
topics
the question,
are already.
what do you jack it to?
No.
I took a screenshot
that's
of
tame.
of the unhappy hour document. I sent it to Emily and I was like, "This is what Terry is preparing for the next episode," and she was like,
Oh, you have access to this. I'm not. I can't write this down here. I'm writing it down on my phone.
"No, I want to know. Show me.
No.
Show me, Daddy."
No, I'm writing this down on my phone. You don't get to see it until I make a decision that I'm gonna say
Why?
this.
I want to know. I thought we were
Wait, cut it. Wait, cut it
friends.
out of the thing. Cut it
I'll
out.
kiss
I want to
you.
know
No,
what
that's
it
the
is.
one.
No,
Boys.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with saying this yet. That's why I don't want to leave it there because I
Are
don't
you
know if I want
uncomfortable
to say
saying
it.
the answer or asking the question?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not entirely certain where the unhappy hour document is. Also,
I don't care. That's you might find it one day. What am I writing?
I realize I love scrolling through our chat between me and Terry because me and Terry pretty much all fucking day send each other just random shit.
It's always just
And
bad
I just
memes,
found
yeah.
back in fucking July, sent Terry a GIF of a dude fucking a chick. It's a porn video. It's a dude fucking a chick, and the camera guy just fucking hands her a donut. Everyone hands the dude a donut.
Great. Yeah, like
I
don't like. Yeah, the guy is just
completely-
standing there filming. Normally, these people are fucking on this couch, and then he looks over at the guy from perspective that you're watching from, and he just starts eating a donut. And then, yeah, I think at the end he hands it to them, to the
It's
people
the
fucking.
greatest, and the look on the girl's face is like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Anyway, let's talk about white people for a while.
Fuck white people.
I
Just
don't
that's
have
the
that
only
on my
thing Maya
document.
is comfortable
so,
with because everybody in Maine is racist. They're so racist they hate the N-word.
Yeah, it's gone full circle.
It's gone full fucking
We're
circle.
so racist. I don't even know. I can't make a joke right now. My brain is like short circuiting and I don't know why. Today's been a fucking long day. I had for my first day of classes, there was nothing bad. Oh, my English teacher, right? Really nice guy. I really actually like he's my favorite so far, even though I've only met 3 of them. In his class today, we had to do like a group exercise. I have no idea what the point of it was. I guess it was just to get to know each other. He gave us a list of 13 people and like, you know, what they did professionally, how old they were, like what their status was, like as a job, I guess. And bless you. And
He's like a pug.
13 people, list of 13 people, and he told us, you have a bunker. It is the nuclear fallout. You get to choose 9 people. And so we had to choose 9 people out of 13 to decide who gets to live and who gets to
Wait,
fucking die.
That's so many
Wait.
people.
It is. And so it was pretty easy, for me at
Right?
least.
Yeah. You just have to take out
It
a
was
couple
a
worst ones.
77-year-old minister. He decided he had to go. It was the 39-year-old druggie that only knew how to grow marijuana. He had to go.
Never know when you need pot in a fucking fallout shelter.
Who else?
Fucking fallout shelter. Todd Howard.
It was a
Fallout.
It was a guy. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It was a guy that didn't know. Wait, it was a guy that could never be separated from his gun, and I didn't trust that, so I said no. And what was the other one? Oh, it was a med student dropout.
Wait, it was the apocalypse though, right? That was the whole situation.
I would want a guy with a gun.
I would want that too.
Shelter.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I normally would be like, yeah, fine, but he one of the things was you cannot separate him from the gun, which makes me think. That's
not a bad thing, though. If you're in a fucking
No.
shelter, someone
in every
breaks in.
situation, it's bad. But in the apocalypse, that's what you want.
Yeah, you don't want everybody to be like, I can't find my gun. You want Ronnie in the corner to be like, fuck yeah, I always got my gun.
No, it's not like that. He the teacher was like, yeah, no, if you try and take his gun away, he's gonna
Why are you going to
That's
take away a
fine.
gun in an apocalypse scenario,
no,
though?
it's not. Listen, here's the thing. He didn't say it was a Fallout. He didn't say it was like the video game Fallout.
No, I'm not talking about Fallout. I'm talking about in an apocalypse scenario.
You
the
are-
fall of
the world has
humanity,
come to an end.
civilization.
You
I
are-
want a gun.
In a bunker.
I don't
with
give a shit.
9 other people that you're not always going to you're gonna bump heads. I don't want somebody to fucking whip out a gun and shoot me because he disagrees
Okay,
with me.
But the alternative is he fucking just grabs you and chokes you out like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Someone
That's
breaks
easier
into
than
the
fucking
bunker
somebody
and no one
shooting
can
me.
find their gun because
You'd
you don't
rather
have
have- wait.
pro-gun Ronnie.
Whoa, you'd rather have a slow, painful death of someone choking the life out of you slowly?
Yes, because maybe the 24-year-old bodybuilder can help me.
But what if he's also pro-gun?
Well, then maybe I gotta die.
I feel like this is an excellent podcast topic you've just brought up.
I think you need to grab that full list, and we need to do this next time.
Yeah, we need that full list because I am ready to fucking throw down. Pro-gun
Can you
Ronnie
hand me
is
my-
abso-fucking-lutely on my
Can you
list
hand
of
me my
9
bag?
people.
I think he has to be, yeah.
I've been saying cracker a lot more lately, referring to white people.
Racist ass. So, can I talk backing my fat ass up?
Okay.
One more thing about Atlanta, my love for racism on trains.
Oh, yeah.
We had to ride the Atlanta Metro because we stayed at the airport, which is fucking forever away from where Dragoncon was. We were on, we were riding the MARTA, which is the Atlanta Metro, the train, the choo-choo that goes through the city. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, the last fucking train of the night, this giant fucking black dude got on, started talking about how all crackers are a part of the Klan. And
Damn.
me and 2 other dudes were the only white people on this train. And we were very uncomfortable because he was
Unlike
looking
your other
right at
racist
us.
train experience, I feel like that one is a little bit more warranted to be fearful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one, you were they weren't doing anything. They were just on the bus, and you were like, black people.
Well, there was that one dude that was rapping very furiously and staring me down, which was a little intimidating.
Again, were they staring you down or were they just looking at you?
Yeah. Take what you will, but yeah, the dude who immediately got on the bus and was like, "Let me tell you about crackers and the Klan," and we were all like, "Oh!" And I just texted my buddy Thomas. I was like, "So this is how we die? Cool, awesome. I'm gonna start writing out my will." Didn't die, by the way.
I
Survived
noticed,
once
yeah.
again. Anyway, into my racist rant.
Listen, anytime you want to die,
Black power.
just fucking tag me in. I'll deal with it. I'll die for you.
I'll come down and ride the metro with the Klan dude.
Let's just fucking. I'll come in. We'll go, and then you'll leave, and I'll sit down. I go, all right.
All right, white power. Let's do it.
Ew. Just the fact that you said it. Yeah, I know it was a joke, but that was such a automatic reaction, and I don't know why.
I'm talking
just
about
hear-
racism.
I know. I just hear white power, and I'm like, ew.
You wouldn't survive. I don't think you could make a South meetup of any kind.
Do people frequently say white power?
No, but I feel like you'd see one of the very fucking many Trump stickers or signs I see on a daily
Yeah,
basis
no, I'd
and
be
just
like,
be like,
ew.
no.
Anytime I do, involuntarily, I'm like, ew.
Yeah, I don't necessarily say you, but I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like, no, that's.
I'm not
that's a
wild about
decision.
it, but it's one of those things you become numb to after a while.
I suppose
and
you
that may
would,
be
yeah.
a part of it
Yeah.
because
I
see it
don't
a
see very
lot.
many, but every time I do, I always notice it. And I'm like, oof.
Oh god, it's very rare that I go out somewhere and I don't see at least one Trump sticker or sign or something.
What's so
It's very
okay?
rare.
We're gonna talk about politics just briefly here.
Let's talk about fuck Donald Trump.
Because like, fine, you have bad opinions and you've ended up being a hardcore conservative. Fine, shit happens. Maybe you got hit a lot as a kid and you're kind of plucked up in the head.
Yeah.
You
were named Tambourine.
Yeah, exactly. Is old Donnie Trump really like the best representative of your ideas?
Yeah. Like Trump, even for the conservative people,
he's just a loud
No, for a
idiot.
lot of them, yeah.
He's a loud idiot. Like you can do better. Like if you want some fucking ding dong, like I mean, yeah, like
fucking George Bush, such a good, just memeable. Like you want a terrible person in terms of beliefs. I'm not a tree, I'm a bush. Yeah, he wasn't a terrible dude in terms of belief, but he was still pretty like, you're right about that, buddy. But Donald Trump's just like, oof.
He's just a ding ding.
He's just a big old dinger.
He's a loud, angry ding ding who's bad at articulating his dumb ideas.
It's just very dumb ideas.
Yeah. It's like you can do better. Like, shit. I mean, like at the same time, it's like you don't want to like encourage them to do better, but at the same time, it's like you could.
I think that's the most terrifying thought about it, though. Like they had other representatives that could have done a bit of a better job, but it's the fact that he was so fear-mongering and like, I'm gonna build a wall and fuck the immigrants and fuck Mexicans, like that's terrifying because they voted to have that be their voice.
Yeah, they're like
they wanted that, so that means that the majority do want that.
It wasn't the majority.
Not
that's
all.
The thing.
That's one of the things. I had this conversation. I'm sorry for my mother. I hope she doesn't watch this. But she was one of those people who I was having a conversation with her where she was like, but he's doing good for the economy. I'm like, yeah, but for how long?
Well, hasn't it already started like, since it
like,
got out of like Obama's
apart.
Kind of
that's
already
still
kind
for
of
the most part,
most of the good things came from Obama.
It's mostly Obama, and the economy's gonna crash pretty soon. Like I work in finance. It's like the economy's gonna fucking crash pretty soon.
That's just because the world is a fucking dumpster.
It's like I wouldn't fucking be like, yeah, it's okay that he hates fucking anybody with skin darker than mine, because the economy, that's not kosher. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, no.
But one of my completely unrelated to racism, but one of my favorite things that he said recently, this good boy who represents our entire nation, is that he's never heard of a Category 5 hurricane. This dumb dinger of a boy who has a fucking golf course in Florida where the hurricanes hit every year. And that's all I wanted to say.
Fucking Madeline heard that.
He's very passionate about his hurricanes.
I'm sure my neighbor, my good neighbors. I don't know, that made me irrationally angry when I saw a post on Reddit where Donald Trump was like, there's no such thing as Category 5 hurricanes. I'm like, you dumb
it happened
boy.
Last year like 4 times.
Motherfucker, you have a fucking estate in Florida where the hurricanes hit and kill people and wash the state away. Everything's made of styrofoam because it floats.
I wonder if it was living there, you put on styrofoam shoes, styrofoam pants, and just kind of float to work. Because it's redneck Atlantis.
Redneck Atlantis.
Anyway, that's my rant about Donald Trump. He's just a big old
So in
dinger.
2020, I will not be voting for our good boy.
I will not be casting
don't
my
even
ballot.
call him our good boy. Don't even.
Donald Jonathan Trumpers.
Is that his middle name? Jonathan?
It's John, but I like to elongate
John?
things. Is
Jonathan
Jonathan
Trumples.
Trumples. Our good dinger of a boy.
Dinger.
He's just dinging along. Not the best boy in the world. Definitely voting for literally anybody else. I have a lot of anger politically stored up because pretty much everybody I know is a hardcore conservative.
You're just like, yeah.
And I avoid confrontation because I want to have friends in real life. And I don't want my family to disown me. But I know a lot of real hardcore conservative boys to where I'm always like,
yeah, I just, like, at this point, I just don't go, or at least, not like, I don't, like, involve myself with family get-togethers anymore. Like, Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatnot.
I've reached a point where I'm like, I don't fucking say anything.
I know,
because my most of my family, with the exception of a few people, are very hardcore, like, Trump.
Yeah,
Trump 2020.
Same with me. Yeah.
Which I'm like,
Yeehaw,
okay,
fucker."
whatever. You know, you're my family. I love you. It's fine. And I've got a lot of friends who it's like, you know, outside of the fact that for some reason you see this as the good dinger that you want to represent our good ding nation. I like the word dinger. All
Ding,
of a
ding,
sudden.
ding.
It's a good, it's a good
yeah.
word. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking see past that because I need friends and socialization. But it's like every time I hang out with some people, I'm like, okay, that's maybe we don't want to support that good boy. He's not a great boy, and he doesn't support a lot of the things that are good.
He does all the bad things that are not good.
I just don't. I don't want to get too political, but my last
No,
statement.
God,
I
no.
don't want to get too political as we spent like 10 minutes fucking
I just
bashing
don't
on Trump.
understand the people that claim our good dinger is such a good boy. They claim that Obama is the Antichrist, but the
That's
man
the
who's
racism speaking.
He's had
That's the
3
racism.
children
I
through
think-
2 different women.
That shit pisses me off more than anything.
I
Where they're
don't
like,
get it.
like Trump does this massive thing, and they're like, it's fine. But then,
don't
yeah, like there's that
get it.
famous thing of Sean Hannity losing his mind about Obama getting mustard or something on a sandwich.
I don't understand.
Don't get me wrong. Obama did fucked up shit too in office.
Oh,
I don't
absolutely.
think
Killed
any
so
president
many people.
Yeah, I don't think any president didn't do fucked up shit in office.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
but
yeah.
when people are dissing Obama for the same shit Trump does, that's the racism talking.
Like I love, yeah, because like I there's a former teacher of mine who I learned a lot from. He's a good boy, but he's very fucking racist. Apparently, I found that out because I'm friends with him on Facebook. Chill the fuck out. I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he posts all the time, like stuff like he posted something the other day about how Obama takes so many golf trips, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
motherfucker,
He's out of
do
office.
you know Donald Trump? Like, motherfucker spent hundreds of millions, if not $1 billion, on fucking going to his fucking bullshit in Florida that's about to get sucked up by the hurricane. I get very angry about hurricanes. And
I
climate
wonder
change.
when I'm finally gonna go deaf.
Sorry.
That would be unfortunate.
I'm a very loud boy. I can't
Speaking
help
of
it.
deaf, trying to get away from
Hard cut away
political
from
climate.
our good dinger.
Speaking of deaf, my physics teacher is deaf in his right ear. I found that out because he was talking today in class and he was like, how do you, if I tell you that I want to meet up somewhere that's 100 miles out from this point, how do you really, and I don't tell you which direction to go, how do you realistically find it the easiest way without using maps or talking to people? And none of us got it, obviously. And then a kid in the back was like, I would follow where you went, or like follow the general direction of like where you walk off to. But before the professor could hear that, he was like, I want you all to know, I had measles when I was a kid. So if any of you think that vaccines are not good, I am deaf in my right ear because of measles. And I was like, okay. The answer to it was to take a rope, pin it down to the spot that he did, like that he put it to, and walk out 100 feet, get a 100-mile long rope, walk out 100 miles, and just walk in a circle, because you would stumble upon it eventually.
That's not no.
That's
no.
very unrealistic, but I also
Yeah.
enjoy yelling about anti-vaxxers. So,
Oh no.
it's fucking bullshit. If you don't agree with vaccines, fuck you.
Yeah, you're just an idiot. Yeah, like no ifs, ands, or buts. You're just an idiot.
Yeah.
Giant fucking dinger. That's my new word. I fucking love that.
You've said it a lot. Yeah.
It's a good fucking you fucking dinger.
And then of my last classes, my last class today was calculus. Well, it was my second class today, but the last class I have not talked about was calculus. Everything was going smooth. I really understood everything a lot compared to last year, so I was happy about that. Then again, it was review of pre-calculus, so I was like... And up until it got to one point where... So, my professor... Well, I have a TA right now. I don't have a professor. Well, I have a professor, but I have a teaching assistant that's teaching my Tuesday, Thursday classes. He has a very thick accent, and it's like a Russian accent, so I cannot understand him very well at all.
I had that
So
in
I'm
college
like-
too, but it was Middle Eastern dude.
Here's the thing. I don't know if he's Middle Eastern or Russian, because his first name is Russian, but his last name is Middle Eastern.
What
Because
color
his first
is he?
name is Sergey.
Maybe he's from
he
Turkey.
looks white, but
He's Russian.
he's got like dark hair and like dark
boy.
eyes. So I'm like,
Yeah, but that's
What
Russian.
are
Isn't
I
it?
don't know
you?
Russian. Because Russian is more like, well, Eastern Russian is more like or not Eastern, Western Russian is more like blonde, blue eyes, like this typical Scandinavian type stuff. But yeah, so I'm like, Sergey, huh?
Sergey.
But his last
Gay.
his last name definitely is like Arabic. So I'm like, I don't know. Either way, got an accent, can't understand him very well. But I understand math. I understand numbers. That much I do. Up until we got to one question, and everybody in the class unanimously agreed, yep, this is the correct way to do it. And he went to go correct my paper, and he was like, all right, so you got this answer? That's wrong. And let me show you how to do it on the board. And I was like,
Bitch.
my answer's not wrong. I didn't tell him that, obviously, but I was like... And then, he just kept going. And when he went to check on another one, he was like, nope, this is actually how you do it. Because he was, like, correcting that person because they did it the same exact way I did. And I just turned to this girl and I was like... And she was like... So we were both like, all right, this is going to be a great start to the year. I'm real looking forward to the next
I
semester.
don't understand math.
Also, you know what's fucking bullshit? I can't use a calculator on the
It's all-
tests.
That is
Also
definitely bullshit
bullshit.
because like you're doing all sorts
It's
of crazy calculus shit.
Yeah, it's calculus. I want to be able to use a calculator.
It's got the word in it.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. On big exams, you're not allowed to use a calculator. I have a fucking $150 calculator, right? Can't even use it for physics. I have to use a shitty calculator because I have a graphing calculator,
Oh,
which is for
yeah.
calculus and like, FST and shit like that.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm in art school. I hate it desperately, and it makes me very sad a lot. But I'm so glad I'm in art school because Jesus,
Compared
that
to
sounds
math,
like
yeah.
torture.
I had to take one math class in college, and the teacher, who was my foreign teacher, the one foreign teacher I had, I can't remember his name, he was Middle Eastern, very fucking hard to understand. The only class I passed literally at the bar minimum. Bar
minimum.
Bar minimum. Hardy
bar
dardy dar.
minimum.
I'm a big ol' fucking dinger tonight. The only class is like 60 was the passing grade and 60 was the grade I got. He, for like the first 3 tests, he said you couldn't use calculators, but everybody was fucking hiding their calculators and using their calculators because it was like fucking idiot level math, but we were all
Yeah.
fucking dingers. So none of us knew how to do math, so we were fucking hiding our calculators. And finally, I remember one day during a test, he found it. And he was like, "Fuck it! Anyone wants to use a calculator? Use a calculator!" And he fucking walked out of the room. And we didn't
wait.
see him for the rest of class.
Wait, how did he find out? Like, he saw everybody using it, or?
I guess, yeah, because like we were all just fucking hiding our calculators. He just sat at the front of class during test and fucking look at his phone. What the fuck you doing? You're a weird, angry
Professor.
Middle Eastern dude.
And then you went to a community college, so it's like,
I did.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Sorry, it's like a bunch of rednecks. Because I remember there were 2 dudes in the. But when I went to college, I was in this class. It was like right in the heat of the 2016 election. So you got the 2 rednecks in the back of class wearing their "Make America Great Again" shirts.
Of course.
But yeah, it was a bunch of, just because I remember that, and I had another class, like a fucking technology and society class, where the teacher was very, very liberal and would just argue with 2 dudes in the back of class the entire.
see,
we didn't get
those-
shit done in that class.
Yes, those are the best classes when you can
Because it
distract
was-
the teacher.
yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, we took like 2 tests because literally the entire class was this dude sitting at the front like, "I think Donald Trump is a piece of shit," and the 2 dudes in the back like, "Fuck Mexicans, yo!"
that would be a nice
So
isolated clip
wait,
of
don't
you
you
saying
get
that.
like fucked over in that scenario though? Because like we've got set dates for tests. Doesn't matter if you covered more
This is
course
community
material or
college.
not.
We didn't have
okay.
rules.
No, it's just more high school. So
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's like high school for dumb people, but it's cheaper and it gets you a decent job.
Well, yeah, I'll let you know if that pans out. But yeah,
Sure.
I guess it worked out for you eventually. But you had a really shitty job for a long time, so it was,
This is a shitty job, but it paid decently. Now I'm in a good job that pays enough to keep me in an apartment living on my own.
That's good. Today was the first time I got to see. So in high school or in middle school, nobody cussed. No teachers cussed at all. In high school, I had one teacher that said "fuck" one time, and it was my English teacher because he was getting really frustrated in his freshman year.
Shut
and
the
everybody
fuck
was like,
up.
"Yeah, no." One teacher said "fuck" once. Today, first day of class, my English professor walks in and he's like, all right, sweet. And he's going over like the course syllabus and like how like to pass the class. Like apparently you have to get a C or above to pass. You cannot get below a C or otherwise you're failing, which is like Okay, cool. So he was like going through the thing, and he was like, so if this professor, so how it works is you have to create a, fuck, I can't remember what it's called, hold on. It's like a portfolio. You have to create a portfolio of like all your writing and shit like that, I don't know. And you like, he's not allowed to grade it up until the final decision is made, and then he grades your letter score, or like your final grade. So other professors that are also in English 101 grade whether or not your portfolio passes or fails. That's all they have to do. They don't give you a number or anything. They just say this passes or this fails. And then he decides if it fails, you either get like from a D or an F or like whatever the number is, and if you pass, he decides whether from a C or an A. So it's like whatever. He was like, so if this professor says this shit rules, this is the best one, and the other professor's like, fuck this is awful, and everybody in the class was like,
welcome to college.
What? Yeah, because
that's pretty
like,
much what it is.
like teachers in high school don't swear that often, but he was just like, shit, fuck.
Yep, that's college.
And we were like, okay.
I had two moments that stand out to me similar to that. One, I had one of my computer teachers tell me that my class made him want to kill himself.
Oh,
and I had an English teacher call me a smartass.
Smartass.
And that was also the moment that I realized I can be decent in social situations.
What? It's probably gonna end soon, right? The podcast?
No,
Yeah.
fuck no. We
'Cause
got
also
another
I'm-
hour
Fuck
to
no,
go.
we're
This
going
shit-
forever.
There's a couple things. I feel like I'm burning alive, so I need to open my door at some point.
I also need to open my window.
I have to
also-
rock a piss.
I also have to pee. So maybe we just wrap it up right now and then deal with whatever we need
So
to.
if you didn't know,
Hold on a second. I'm explaining our plans. Wrap up. We all piss on each other or whatever the fuck goes on. Open our doors.
water sports.
Water sports.
I do not
And-
consent to that.
And well,
I do.
that's a shame. You should have read your contract.
You need to pee, and I'm in need of a hot drink.
Yeah,
so
there
we
you
have
go,
a common
exactly.
interest.
That is the contract.
And then after we do all that, we'll be in the post show, which will after the live stream exclusive to patreon.com/GoBicker at even the $1 level.
GoBicker.
So if you didn't know, this is the best episode.
Fucking
No, it's not
no.
true. It's just an episode of a podcast that we do. Doesn't even make sense. Anyway, not really, but kind of. That's the name of the show. Remember,
It's
of course,
Travis.
you
It's me,
can watch
your
this
boy,
as we record it
Travis.
live
I'm here to
at twitch.tv/GoBicker
endorse
for free.
the
If you
greatest
just
show
kind
on
of have to
the
pay attention to the
internet.
Twitter because whenever it happens, it's kind of it's kind of hit or miss when it happens. And then if you're like, oh fuck, I missed it live. So then you're like, oh well, but I still want to see the whole full stream without everything like an hour being cut out. So then you go to patreon.com/GoBicker at even the $1 level, and you can get the
I
full VOD. And that I mean,
Love how
I'll put that
Tara
up
can
like
make
a
his way
day or
through
two
all this
after
side banter.
I did
after
not
it gets
think
recorded,
I
and
did-
then
I straight up did not think.
but
you
then
said
like the actual full
dingers.
What'd you
episode
think I
then
said?
will
I
actually
said
end up like,
another
taking a
word.
while.
That's
Oh,
really
bad,
Because I'm
bad
slow
word.
and I get sad, and it's just
Listen,
you
I
know,
only
do
say
things sometimes.
dinger on this
And
show.
then-
You fucking dinger.
After that, remember also go to GoBicker.com/shop where we got things like t-shirts, stickers, mugs, and more. Things like flesh shorts
Buy
and
our shit,
beans.
please God.
Beans is a classic one. You should look into that. And also just GoBicker.com in general because it's a website that I pay for. Oh, I think I had to pay for it like soon. I got fucked last year where I had to pay for the domain twice, which I wasn't happy about because there was some weird tomfoolery with like transferring the domain to Google. But then Squarespace is like, oh, but we're still gonna charge you the $30 for it or whatever.
So hope that doesn't happen again. If it does, though, go to patreon.com/GoBicker and give us your fucking money because we put a lot
Yeah.
of
Help us. He can afford it though, because he's got fucking $600 on his.
Apparently, I'm rich.
fucking day. I beat my dick so we can make this show happen.
Yeah.
That
Beat my dick
warrants
to this show.
a $1 donation.
So anyway, yeah, Tim's here now, and we're gonna talk to him in the post
I
show. So
fucking nut.
Right.
Yeet.